Next panel, Jana Wilson, Kay Hardy, Angela Huang, Erin Hogue, Carolyn Miller, Roberta Cohen. None of those individuals are here. I'm going to mark each of them down as registering a position in opposition. They are all shown as wanting to provide oral testimony in opposition, and I will change that on each card. And the next
Madam
panel.
Chair,
yes, who's it?
That was a Miss Cohen. Was that not Roberta Cohen who testified?
Elaine, different Cohen.
A different Cohen. Oh. Just checking.
Carolyn Miller. Yeah, different Cohen. Roberta. Next panel will be Kathleen Taylor, Peter Phelan, Sharon Hill, Virginia Parks, Owen Temple, Harold Huff, let me see who's here. Tell me your name.
Kathleen Taylor.
Kathleen Taylor. Okay. Is Peter Phelan here? I will show Peter here registering a position in opposition, not wishing to testify. Sharon Hill. Same thing. Virginia Park. Same thing. Owen Temple. Register position, not here. Harold Huff.
Yes.
Okay, Kathleen, go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you tonight. My name is Kathleen Taylor, and I represent myself. I'm a constituent of Judah Staffarini, District 21. I live in Austin, and I'm grateful that I essentially get to walk to the Capitol to speak today. Many other Texans are not afforded that same luxury, and while I am so appreciative of the general tone of the hearings this evening and execution thereof, the eye contact, I encourage you to extend public testimony across Texas so those voices, both for and against, can be heard. I feel SB 1 would severely jeopardize access to abortion, a constitutional right that must be upheld. To claim that this legislation aims to enrich the health and safety of women is flagrantly dismissive and negligent, and is a blatant and shameful lie about the actual agenda here. If the concern is truly with the woman's well-being, why knowingly endanger access to health care and cement the dialogue in such a polarized fashion? I stand here not to discuss in detail my personal stance and opinion on abortion, that's my personal business, but to solely defend the constitutional right of access to that choice, a deeply personal decision that should be left to the woman in consultation with her physician, not her legislator. We are all entitled to our personal opinions, be they religious, political, philosophical, with emphasis on religious. They should not necessarily dictate the law. Whilst I disagree with some folks, I strive to never impose my own morality on them, but trust these individuals and respect them enough to form their own decisions. I expect the same from my government. Please respect our autonomy. Trust that we are competent and responsible enough to make our own decisions. I beseech you to blow open the scope that is so often limited by this polarized and emotional issue, and do not deny Texas women their constitutional right. Diminishing access to abortion will not decrease the number of abortions happening. It will only increase illegal, unsafe abortions. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today.
Thank you, Taylor. Harold Huff.
Thank you, Chairman. And I'm Harold Huff. I'm the Democratic Party Chairman from Austin County, Texas. I'm also a fifth-generation Texan. I'm here representing, I'm in Senator Hager's district, and I am very, it's just aghast. I know him, he's a good man, knows a lot about farming, knows a lot about water issues, he's a hard-working senator. I don't know how he got roped into bringing this bill to the floor. I really think there was something, because I just can't imagine him doing this. He's a good man. However, my whole family, all the women in my family, my grandmothers, my mother, my wife, my daughters have all fought for women's rights. All of them my grandmothers who have passed would be rolling in their graves. Got an 86-year-old uncle who passed today, but asked and fought in the Battle of the Bulge and asked me to come here because he wanted to be here to talk to you all today, and it was just impossible. Two things. From the House testimony, the Texas Hospital Board or Association specifically stated that they grant privileges to practice in hospitals based on specific procedures used in their hospitals. Sylvester Turner pointed out several times to that group that given the fact that this bill requires practitioners to have those admitting privileges, this bill would eliminate all abortions in the state of Texas and is therefore unconstitutional on its face. If it wasn't, if it was about health care,
Finish your sentence.
Okay,
Explain.
if it was about health care, then it should be fairly about health care, and it should include men's reproductive health care as well.
Thank you. That was the end of the sentence. Thank you.
The rest is in my written testimony.
Thank you. And we are very sorry to hear about your loss, your great uncle.
He was a great man, and he was actually very proud of the fact that I was going to be here speaking to you.
That is very neat. Thank you for being here.